your fighter. Lightning inspired. Fight.
All right, here we go, folks.
All right, yo, we live right now. I'm trying to add some more people in here. I'll give you a minute, man. But yeah, welcome to a brand new episode of the GamerSection podcast, man. Y'all give us a little second. We want to bring the other two in. You know what I'm saying? I'm Kano, and you know that's Sinister. We got K Mega and you know a special guest. We'll let them introduce themselves, but let me bring everybody else in for one moment, please. Y'all give us a 1 second because I got to bring everybody else in here. You dig what I'm saying? So we got K Mega, you know, he's gonna be right here. He's popped up right here. You know what I'm saying? And then we about to get our special guest. Give me a second.
All right.
Bring him in here. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. All right. Get him in here right now. And that's on us. This is my bad for the tardiness. You hear me?
And I didn't even take my supplements today. I got to take my supplements. God damn, man.
All right. Rewind. Let's do this back again, man. So welcome to the GamerSection podcast, man. You know, a place where real gamers come here and we talk real gaming discussions, keep it all the way authentic. You know what I'm saying? We sugarcoat nothing over here. So I am Kano, the brutal honest gamer. That's Sinister Tar Heel right there. That's K Mega 405 live from the 405 because he just a regular gamer talking to the intelligent gamers over there. I said it for you, K Mega. I got you. And,
Appreciate it.
For sure. And you know, we're gonna let our special guest right here introduce himself right here. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Already. So usually we ask everybody like what you been playing for the week. So you know, Hukage, what you been playing for the week, man?
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, figgity facts, no fiction, man. What about you, K Mega Man? What you been playing for the week outside of college football?
Yeah, you already know. I've been playing the hell out of a college football. You know what I'm saying? Langston University, LU, Oklahoma, Black University. You know what I'm saying? So got them in the dynasty mode, doing work. I think I just got dusted by Texas Tech, which was number 8 in the country.
You will get dusted by Texas Tech.
Texas Tech is number 8 in the country, son. That quarterback Hammond is deadly. Anyway, I mean we only lost by like 10, but still, you know what I'm saying? And we're not ranked, but anyway, that I digress. I did go and get a couple of games from the summer sale on Xbox, a couple of little like mini racers, and been playing a little bit more of resync of a Black Flag resync, which is really, really good. And then I finally figured out where I messed up on the Remnant 2. So when we go back to do community night, I will be ready. All I had to do was talk to one person. I did all this extra stuff for nothing. But anyway, I'm ready to go. All I had to do was talk to one person and get sent to the gate, and I was ready to go. But I'm ready to get to it. So those are the games I was playing. I know.
When will you learn, Becca? When will you learn? Get it together,
All I
man.
had to do was talk to one person, and we could have all been playing together. I went and started going into other dimensions, fighting all types of bosses and everything. I just needed to talk to one person, the old man upstairs, and I would have been right there and went to the gate.
Right.
That was crazy. Anyway,
That's
but
cool.
we good now. We good though. We good.
All right. What about you though? Sinister, what you been playing for the week, man?
I mean, I just playing the story mode of Tekken 8. I started going through my backlog, so I got that part out of the way. I'm on the second part. After that, outside of that, I did manage to pick up Denshin Attack on Steam. It was cheap. It was like $17. It's like, hey, you know what? Let me try it out.
That's what's up. That's what's up. For me, since I'm not a gamer, I don't play games at all. I'm trash at games. Let me stop playing, man.
No, that last part was accurate. But anyway, continue, please, sir.
I beat you in Tekken. So, anywho,
many moons ago, sucker.
Hey, come on, fellas.
Okay, yeah, we can't do that. We can't do that.
After the podcast, y'all can have it out. It's all about business today.
All right. Man, K-Mega always get to me, man, with this. I'm gonna let you have that, Tech. I'm gonna let you have that, K-Mega. We know the truth. Me and you both know the truth. But anyways.
Okay, come on. This is at hand, fella.
All right, cool. Now, what I've been playing for the week, I have been playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag Recent. I'm at the very last mission of the game, and I love the game. It's basically one of my games of the year. That's Figgity Facts, no fiction. I also been playing the game. They say this game is trash, but I don't understand what these reviewers, man. They be saying this game is trash, but Crystal Theater of Idols, it kind of reminds me of BioShock, but it's not really, but it's fun. I've been enjoying the heck out of that game. I'm like, why would people say that the game is trash? And that's what makes me question the integrity of these supposed journalists and reviewers nowadays, man. I don't understand it. You feel me?
They're terrible at the game. That's why they say stuff like that.
I just don't understand that, man. It's just I don't know, it's crazy. And also I've been playing college football 27, LSU stand up, you feel me? So and it's shout out to Tulane also, good teams. Only team that LSU, people don't know. I'm a Louisiana, okay? So y'all let's get that clear. Oh yeah, I forgot. Look, we got two Alabama Tide fans in the podcast.
Yeah, he Florida. He Florida. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you a Gator? Okay.
Man, all that every other team that y'all said was absolute ass. So let's if we ain't talking about OU, listen, we talking about Oklahoma University. I don't want to hear none of this. Okay, let's get to it.
They trash. But anyways, they trash. Oh, you trash. But anyways, no.
What? Stop that.
I know what K-Mega trying to do. He ain't not today, K-Mega. You ain't doing it to me today. No, not today. You ain't about to rile me up today. It ain't that day today.
Okay.
We gonna rile up some other people today. That's what we're gonna do today. We riling up other people today.
Oh man.
You ain't not today, Mega. But anywho, on the PlayStation side, I haven't played the Grand Blue DLC. But the story is crazy. The gameplay, phenomenal. I'm enjoying everything of it. I'm loving it, man. You know what I'm saying? And the Mount Omen of Cthulhu. I don't know if I'm saying the last part of it right, but that game right there too. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna just say about that game. Within that game, you really gotta know your surroundings. You gotta really know who's really on your team because it's when you get further along into the game, you really gonna start hallucinating. You're gonna be thinking, "Oh, that's your enemy or that's your teammate." You don't know which is which, so it gets really like that later in the game. So, I recommend y'all play it. If y'all get the game and play it, I recommend y'all play it with people that y'all know instead of just random, because random it ain't a good look. I'm just telling you that now. And playing it on solo, it's terrible on solo. I'm just being honest. But you know what I'm saying, that could be one of them community night games in the future. So y'all when we all play, you're gonna see what it is. But anyways, we're gonna go ahead and move on, man. Sister, go ahead and give me that sponsorship, man.
All right, we're talking about Dubby Energy. Because if you're running through a long gaming session, you got late night streams, or you need something like to get you going. You know, Dubby Energy has zero sugar, no artificial colors, piped with clean energy without the crash. And of course you got part of it. You got the GamerSection community. You get to use a discount code GamerSection at checkout. So seriously, whether you're gaming, creating, or just need a boost of W energy, just level up your focus and energy. That's W. That's DUBBY energy code GamerSection.
Facts. Facts, man. And y'all go get that W Energy stuff, man. I'm telling you, they got some good flavors, man. The cookies and cream, the Sour Patch Kids, strawberry cheesecake kind. They got all types of flavors that's actually dope, man. So y'all definitely go check that out for sure. But let's go ahead and dive straight into the podcast. We got topics to talk about today. So, start off with take it away. Go ahead. Go ahead, take it away, Sinister. Hey, Sinister, you there? Yo,
You're muted.
You're
on mute.
All right, get myself over that. All right. Anyways, an Xbox player from Brazil, he sued Microsoft and he got had to sue to get his account back plus $400 on top of it. So, his account got hacked. He used like a two-factor thing just to get things started, and somehow he was locked out. So he tried to get it back. It was a no good. So now he had to sue Microsoft just to get everything back. So I was like, man, come on. I mean, it's cool that he won and plus got some money on top of it. But however, hopefully this will wake Microsoft up or any of these other corporations out there. You think you're just gonna lock people out of their content. Especially if they paid a lot of money for it. It's like, I said, look, I mean, he documented everything. I mean, everything. It's like, I said, look, I gotta prove everything was locked in. It's like, look, all this stuff that's happened, and you're gonna lock me out because I can't get access to anything. So no. So I mean, he did like, hey. You got legals, like, let me get my lawyer up. It's like, hey, we're gonna take Microsoft to court. So basically, just because you're worth trillions of dollars or however much money, you're wealthy, doesn't mean you're immune to lawsuits. It's like, hey, you're gonna take L's here and there. So I mean, shout out to him. Like, he did the right thing. It's like, hey, I mean, hey, send us a message to these other gaming companies out there. It's like, hey, you're gonna lock people out of their content. It's like, you better be aware because, hey, we're gonna document everything. It's like, hey, look, we got proof here. It's like, do right the first time. Just give us everything back,
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
Well, K-Mac can go.
Yeah, no, I think we're at a time right now where I think people are getting really tired of these corporations, and it's apparent that, like, even as much as I think pretty much everybody on this here tonight or this evening are fans of Xbox. We still got to have to hold Microsoft and all these other corporations to a standard that, listen, we put in our money, our time, our effort, everything into your companies. We've helped build what you have. Mm-hmm. And for this gentleman to have all of his, I mean, like, he was locked out of, like, he had all these pictures and everything that was in, like, I guess maybe OneDrive or whatever, but all that stuff to be locked out. And for these corporations to have that much power and that much access to your materials, and then to just say, "Oh no, you can't have that," it's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. And I'm glad that the right thing got done. I'm glad that dude lawyered up. It's just a note to everybody that we have to look at this situation and we have to have our information together, just in case if we all could go through that. I mean, we hear constantly about, like, Nintendo just bricking people's consoles for just whatever reason. Sometimes it's legitimate. Most of the times it's just not. And all we hear is like, "Oh, that sucks," and then we just move on from it. We don't see people making that type of pushback all across the board. And so now I think that it is at a point to where now we as citizens, we have to realize we are the ones that make these corporations move. There could be a $1 trillion company and they could be this, that, and the third, but we still have the power. And so therefore we have to demand better from all these corporations and all these tech companies and everywhere. Like, I mean, it's just too much going on in society right now with when we look and see these corporations is taking more and more and more and giving us less. We have to try to reverse this dynamic and do better. And they have to do better by us because, like I said, we've made it. We've made these corporations what they are today.
Only thing I could just really have to say about it is I'm not surprised. Based off the fact though that we're dealing with a situation where people get hacked into their accounts all the time. Believe me, on my Instagram got hacked before by somebody out of Russia. You heard me, and I ended up having to get it back. I got it back or whatever. But when it comes to the gaming formality, it happens all the time. If people may not remember, way back on the Lizard Squad, they actually hacked into the PlayStation 3 years ago, and a lot of people's accounts got compromised. And no exception with his situation where his account got compromised. Only thing I could just say is, hopefully just switch your passwords up every so often and not keep it the same for long periods of time and make it kind of like complex for people to even crack the code. And the dude that made the lawsuit happen for the situation, he did everything he's supposed to do accordingly to, get his money and do what he had to do. So, he did what he had to do accordingly. Do I agree about what's going on with the situation with Microsoft? No, but Microsoft had to get called out for it, so it is what it is. What about you though, Hokage? Mm, yeah.
Mhm. Woof.
Right. Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-mm.
Yep.
Exactly. Right.
Mm, yeah, yeah. 5 games. Hell, it don't matter,
Exactly. And these
bruh.
the thing is, yeah, the thing is with
Hmm.
these corporations, like the moment they hear the word lawyer or lawsuit or legal stuff, it's like, oh man, it's like you wouldn't be in this situation if you'd done the right thing the first time. It's like, hey, get this thing fixed the first time. You wouldn't have to worry about going to be dragged to the courts. But
Yeah,
hey,
Yeah.
you got called out for it, so hey, you got to reap what you sow.
Only thing I can
yeah.
say is one thing I have to say is that with Microsoft, they just hopefully with this situation they smarten up about how they do when it comes to passwords and privacy. So none of this stuff like this will happen again. Hopefully.
Right.
Yeah, well, and then also it's just like everybody that if you don't have your two-way um authentication, now let me be
Authenticator. Yep.
country there,
You
thank
said
you.
it was,
Yeah, I'm not gonna say that again anyway, but if you don't have your two-way, then you need to get it, and so you make sure that you do that, because again, like I've been hacked before. I've told my story about me being hacked on PlayStation 3 when they had that big major hack back then, and I had to learn the hard way. And I could just think for myself personally how it was frustrating talking to somebody on the phone that you felt powerless. So I could imagine what this gentleman felt like that was talking to people at Microsoft, and they were just basically saying, well, there's nothing we could do because of how how the system is and how we can't, I can only do so much as a person on the other side of the phone talking to this gentleman, letting them know, and even the manager can't unbreak what was broken. I could just imagine the frustration of hearing, look, you've been locked out for everything, for the games, for like his main thing that I think got a lot of people's attention was like all his kids' pictures, 25 years of history just gone, locked away. Like, bro, that I would be so angry. But again, Microsoft did right by him, but it doesn't give them a pass. They got to do better for their customers. No doubt.
He's like, hey, prepare to pay. And I'm glad he got everything back, plus $400 on top of that.
Yeah.
Should have been a whole 1,000. Should have been a little bit more than that, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit, 400. Damn. You're $1 trillion company. $400. Come on, man. I mean, I ain't mad at it, but
I mean, that's pocket change.
that's change you find in a cushion. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's lent to Microsoft. $400. Come on now. Get that man some real bread.
When he first found out his account was hacked, he had that Tony Braxton's unbreakable heart in his mind when his account got hacked.
That will make you hate a company. I'm telling you. Yeah. So
that's the truth of nature. But anywho, man, Sony faces some lawsuits from other countries over this physical media, debacle that's going on. Me reading and doing research on that situation. And this is the crazy thing is I'm starting to see physical media really starting to showcase is back on the rise because of this whole debacle, because they're thinking like everything is going digital and stuff like that. And personally for me, I'm more of a physical media guy myself. I prefer physical games and physical DVDs and stuff like that over digital stuff, because really with digital games you really don't own it completely. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what Microsoft might own it. I don't know the full specifics in that sense, but it seems like when it comes to Sony, they're just doing a lot of anti-consumerist things. People are not taking it anymore, and people are standing up for what's right. And people still want physical media, but it seems like Sony is sticking to their guns and they're not changing their tune on what they're doing, because they trying their best to like save some money. If I'm presuming that's what it's to be right now, and I know that we're in a day and age where everything has skyrocketed in price points and different things. But at the end of the day, you got to give the people what they want. People still want physical media. People still want that nostalgia of taking a CD and popping it in the console, or taking a CD and popping it in, like if they still got Blu-ray players, I don't know. But people still want that nostalgia feeling. People don't want to just play off of digital stuff, and then if you about some time later you ain't played your console or whatever in a while, you can't even play your games that you already bought, that you paid money for again. That's a sucker move on Sony's part, and that's very, very anti-consumerist. That's just me. But I don't want to speak too much on it. So Sinister, what are your thoughts about that?
I mean, it's unfortunate, but the thing is, like, Sony they were just getting greedy. They got arrogant. Because, like I said, we had this conversation, but I'll be brief on that part, because last generation they dominated with the PS4. And I said, one of my good boys out there, shout out to him. Guess it's like Sony should not go into the new generation with the PS5 arrogant, but unfortunately they got arrogant, and then look what happened. And so now they want to sit there in physical media in 2 years from now. It's like, and now that you got these other countries, so wait, hold up. And I was like, Sony, you doing this? Like, you gonna pull a sucker move like that, like in all this physical media? I mean, I'm like you. I'm like almost everybody else. Like, I love my physical media. I still got all my physical games in cases over here. Mm-hmm. Even stuff like from my retro system. I still got those games. Like, that's nothing like having true ownership like that. But the way with the digital games and stuff like that is like, I mean, you're only paying for the license. That's it. Because, I mean, what's going to stop Sony or any other of these companies from cutting the servers off at any given time? Because now you can't access that game ever again.
Nope.
That's not say, but when it comes to digital, that's the only one thing I like about GOG. Like, I mean, because I mean, even though it's a digital game, but it's truly yours. And it's like, hey, they give you a link, they download the game, you can it's yours. You can preserve it any way you want it. They will not cut you off anything. Like if the system goes down, like nothing. That game is truly yours. So really, when it comes to physical games, like, hey, look, at least I got the disc here. Now, some of those games is like, oh, excuse me, if it's online only,
Mhm.
and then they can cut the servers out of any gun, it's like you can't even play it. It's like if the game has an offline mode, okay, we cool to go. Hey, I can't team up with anybody online, but at least I can play the game, offline mode. But however, with these other countries like Mexico and the Netherlands, like they're filing like antitrust against Sony. It's like, hey, I mean, good for them. It's like, people woken up. It's like, hey, look, you getting greedy out here. It's like you want to sit there and be arrogant. I mean, like players voice their frustrations, but I mean, what's it to Sony? It's like they don't care. It's like you can cry a river all you want. We don't care. It's like, hey, this is our stance on that. It's like, yeah, and look what happened. The backlash is it's fuming, because hey, people are speaking. It's like you gotta speak with your wallet. It's like I said, oh, are you gonna do digital from now on? So you know what? Like a lot of people is like we said with the last podcast. Some people have traded in like their PS5s, like probably their other anything. Sony's like, hey, I don't need this anymore. I'm just trading it. Or if I do still keep it, I was like, hey, at least I can still play this on my own. I still got the physical game with it. I can play it on my own. They can shut the servers down all they want, but say, hey, look, I still can access it. But I mean, to them, it's like it seems like Sony's trying to take that title away from Nintendo because you gotta remember Nintendo wrote the playbook about anti-consumerism. So,
Mhm.
it seems like Sony's trying to be the contender for it. But
Hey,
what about you, Hokage? Oh, sorry, Kano.
no, I was just saying, hey, you on the money with that one, but yeah, what about you though, Hukagi?
Mhm.
Exactly. Right.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm. Mhm. Constant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, facts. I'm gonna just say this before Quebec, speak his speech. I know, okay, I don't know what happened. Let me go ahead and say this, and to the people that don't know, when we was trying to recruit members to the gamer section, I went to LinkedIn to try to recruit members, right? And people that I had interviewed and stuff like that and talked to, some of them had worked at IGN. You feel me? And one of the questions I asked over there is, do people really game over there, right? You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
And come to find out, a lot of individuals that's hired at IGN do not even play video games over there.
We can hear you, Husky.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Husky.
Husky,
Yeah,
Husky will hear
hit
you.
mute.
We oh no, you're good.
You good, bro. So What I'm saying is that a lot of people that say IGN are not true gamers for real. You feel what I'm saying? Like us four in this panel right here, we actually play video games every day. You know what I'm saying? And we enjoy what we play. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of individuals that say IGN do not play any video games. So that's why I don't even look at IGN the same. I stopped looking at IGN the same probably about almost a decade now because they're not real concrete gamers over there for real. But anywho though, go ahead, K-Maker. You got something to say?
Yeah, no, I mean, what Husky said was pretty much everything that I'll second that 100%. And this is one of the reasons why I just said, like, this will be the first time going into the next generation. I will no longer be buying a PlayStation. I bought PlayStation from no, I won't. No, I won't. I'm not. No. I guarantee you I will not. No. I'm not buying the PlayStation 6. I don't care to. I'm through with PlayStation on that level. I care about their games. But now since they taking them away from PC, I'm like, yo, bro, come on, what y'all doing? Like, I want to play those games in the definitive edition. And that is off of my PC, my rig. Even when you bring the PlayStation 6, it's still not going to be on the level of what I have on my rig. So why would you take that away? Because when I know why, we all know why. It's about them. But then also now you're doing you're taking this to another level with, okay, now we want to have a marketplace to where we dictate the pricing. Yeah. When these games go, these physical copies and stuff like that goes to Walmart, goes to Target, other places like that. Listen, I haven't shopped at Target in a very long time. I'm about that Target boycott. If you know, you know. Anyway, but I'm just saying, like for instance, about the situation with like Walmart. Okay, so they buy all these games in bulk, right? From Sony, Xbox, Nintendo, whatever. And so they have these games, and so let's just say that, like, okay, they're predicting that they're going to sell like 1,000 copies of this in their stores. Well, then over time, whatever that's left, the excess, they drop the price. That's why you get you get like, and then you get across the board competitive pricing. Where you can look and you'll see like, you'll look at even digital, because PlayStation wants, they'll make all their money with the digital, but they have to compete against the Walmarts and all the alike that's all over there. That's why Sony was so much of an asshole to want to take their games off of places like Loaded and other places off of the internet to where you can go and get discounted games. And they were fighting for that. And it's so much so that they took those games off of all those marketplaces out there, because they don't want consumers to buy their games at cheaper prices. And so by doing this move, they're dictating that, listen, we can have Gran Turismo be $50. Okay, we can do what the Nintendo model. Like it's really hard to see a Nintendo sale, and when you do see a Nintendo sale, it's okay, but it's not like drastic. Like the game has to be like damn near a decade old for it to be at a reasonable price. Mm-hmm. So if they're trying to not only dictate the market that way, the sad part about that is that it will kind of dictate of where everybody else is going to do. So Xbox can be stupid if they want to. It's just like what Husky said. The media is real quick to jump on your ass, to jump on Xbox ass and sit there and say, look at this. They got their own marketplace now, and they're not dropping the price, even though Sony is the ones that's starting this. Like Nintendo is doing what Nintendo does, and people haven't attacked Nintendo enough. But okay, but now we're talking about Sony. And now Sony is the one that's trying to dictate the market and take away from the consumers, and they want Xbox to follow, and Xbox could follow that. Like we got another topic that we're going to be talking about here pretty soon. But I'm just looking at this, and I'm just like, how diabolical can you be? How much money hungry can you be to sit there and take away from the very people, like I was just saying before, that help build your company? And damn, for that person that sits there and that busts their ass, they work their jobs, they sit there and they got to take care of their kids, they got to do this, and damn, they can't get the game day one. They might want Wolverine day one, but they can't afford it right now because they got to keep the lights on at their house. So they'll wait for a Black Friday sale, and by the way that Sony is operating, that sale will not be where the game could be $35. That game will only be 50, because remember, the game is going to be 70, and now they're talking about they want to raise games up to fucking $80 to maybe 100. You know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about here? I'm guaranteeing you this right now. If this gaming industry keeps on doing this and keeps these gaming media sites like IGN and Gamer Insights and all the rest keep glazing these corporations the way that they do, and not sit there and address the people, because what they want, what the IGNs and what people don't really understand is that they hate us content creators. They can't stand us. I seen that personally when I went to E3. For those couple of years, how they shunned, not everybody. Now, there's some really cool people there that works in these industry places, and some content creators have been able to get over and sway over into some places. But the majority of them, the ones that's been there from the get, or they're journalists, they've got their degrees and stuff. They look down upon us and hate us as content creators because we have a lot of ours. Well, yeah, go ahead.
Wind that back. Say that one more time to the people that didn't hear that before. Say that again about how they shunning.
They shunned us when we okay. I seen it like, okay, so like this is when Colt was just getting started or whatever, and it was a part of with dealers podcast at the time and stuff like that. So like we're all together, like there's a bunch of us anyway. So like people are soliciting, passing their cards to people from IGN, like, hey man, I want to work with you guys. Hopefully we can get an opportunity, blah, blah, blah. I seen it personally. They would take their cards and they would sit there and go, and they would have their own, the gaming media, they would have their own booths, and they would have them sectioned off to where they didn't want anybody going in there talking to them unless there were other media. And they would take these people's cards and they would throw that shit in the trash. Right there. I seen it. Like they took Colt's card. I think Colt was in there, but the guy that didn't, what I'm saying? Like, we know him. Like, of course, what I'm saying? They took his card, and I seen that dude sit there and throw that shit right in the trash. Like, they do not like us. We have too loud of a voice. And so what the gaming media is trying to do is glaze the industry, glaze these corporations to the point to where, like, okay, we have to make content creators irrelevant. We have to. And because our voices are so loud and we're moving the needle, so therefore they're fighting against us instead of fighting and working with us, because these corporations is here to try to take from us. And I'm saying my last point on this. If they keep on playing, if these corporations, and I'm talking to even much as I love Xbox, if they keep playing the games that they're playing, retro gaming is going to make a strong comeback, and they're going to kill the gaming industry within. They have to listen to us. So it's like what Husky said. You have to. You gotta hit those pockets. That's the only way Sony is going to listen to you. They're too arrogant. They feel like they're too powerful. They're content creators that support Sony. They glaze them too much. They sound like cucks. It's embarrassing sometimes. Listen, I buy digital. I buy a lot of digital, but I also feel that options are so important, and you got to think about the climate of where we're at in the society right now, where people can't afford this and they keep on and want to try to charge more money for games. Are you fucking kidding me? It doesn't make any sense. So yeah, they got to, that's the only way to win. If not, then it will be part of our fault as gamers that keep on just sticking our head in the ground and not wanting to sit there and pay attention to what's going on, and letting these corporations sit there and keep on doing this to us. And we'll be a part of that as well, to sit there and see the industry fail that we love. But we got to stand up, and we got to start doing it now.
Yeah, rise up.
Now what K-Maker just did, that was an example of Diary of a Mad Black Gamer.
God damn it.
You have a controller instead of a pistol.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's excellent. Mm-hmm.
Even the little one that, even the little baby in there, you know what I'm saying, agrees as well. I feel it.
Right. Yeah, he sounds like it is.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
All about the money. I don't blame you.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
I waited. I waited. This last year for me was the first time ever and I would say in like almost 25 years, 26 years. Well, no, even longer than that. Like I would say damn near 30 years that I did not buy a basketball game day one. I bought NBA 2K on Black Friday. That was the first time in like 30 years. And because of the actions of what they're doing. And listen, yeah, we got to take a stand at some point. How much as we love these games, we got to take a stand. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Sinister. I know we over here killing it.
no, no. Let me say
Nah.
this though. Let me say this
Oh,
right
go
quick.
ahead. Uh,
I'm gonna expand on the topic, and this is blended into this topic too, and it's also about the PlayStation Fight Stick. That Flex Stick is actually postponed. Um, in my opinion, why would you want to put out some more hardware where you didn't really address the subject in the elephant in the room when it comes to physical media? And I feel like that was a massive L when it comes to Sony. And believe it or not,
mhm.
though, you know what y'all been saying. I'm also piggybacking off of this what Mega and what Husky Hokage was saying. Let me just keep it out of well-being. When it comes to the fight stick, to me, it's not that appealing for what people to buy. If you're just going to buy that fight stick just to play the Marvel token game, then it's bigger problems at hand. At the end of the day, they got way more fight sticks that's out there, like Razer, they got Asus, they got Hyperkin, they got a whole bunch of other fight sticks that's out there where you could buy for a convenient price. Whereas the fight stick that they have for the flex stick could be possibly break within a year or so. And not only that, you try to talk to customer service, and the customer service is very abysmal when it comes to Sony. All right,
Especially on
now
weekends.
yeah,
Mhm.
especially on weekends. Now, when it comes to with Sony and everything else that they're doing, I'm not going to take away what Sony has done within the PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3. They have put out phenomenal games, cool. But when it comes to PlayStation 4 and 5, they have gotten extremely arrogant. That's facts.
Uh-huh.
The key problem is that they have the wrong people on the team that's catering towards just live service games, and live service games has been on a downward slope as of late. People haven't been gravitating towards live service games. People have been gravitating more towards single player games as of late. And that's what I've been noticing more and more of. We've been getting more single player games. And it's going to get to the point where Sony, if they keep doing what they're doing as far as putting out these type of games that they've been putting out, nobody's going to gravitate towards Sony. And them just ignoring what everybody wants, which is physical media, and just putting out this announcement about the fight stick being delayed, it goes to show that something is really wrong on that side of Sony, and they really not listening and taking the heed of what the supporters that really like Sony. I'm not talking about the fanboys because the fanboys, those are social gamers. Those are not real gamers. Let's get that clear. And
Right.
to the people that don't know what a social gamer is just that they will buy the game, play for about 5 to 10, between 5 to 20 minutes, talk about it online, like this happened, that's happened, that happened, and ain't touched the game since. That's what a social gamer is. That's not a real gamer for real. That's not even a casual gamer. That's just a person that want to feel a part of something because they probably have some personal issues going on in their own household. That's what a social gamer is. You know what I'm saying? That's like bottom of the bottom of a barrel of a gamer. That's not a real gamer to me. A casual gamer is a better gamer than a social gamer. And the fanboys that's on that PlayStation side, they got some Xbox fanboys that's really just a social gamers too. We ain't gonna discredit that neither. The same thing with Nintendo people, and the same thing with PC elitists. They were the social gamers, but at the end of the day, I'm me personally, I'm more of a hardcore gamer. Cause I play pretty much almost everything. I don't play RTS. That's the only games I don't play. But even in this panel right here, we're all considered more hardcore gamers because we play everything. You know what I'm saying? So
multi-platformer.
Yeah, we play everything. But at the end of the day, though, Sony got to really listen to the fans, not the fanboys, but the fans that really like PlayStation and like what they've done on the PlayStation 2 side and what they've done on the PlayStation 3 side when they was getting their behind whooped on that when the 360 was humiliating the PS3 during all that life cycle. So with them doing what they're doing when it comes to that fight stick, that was pretty much a pointless fight stick. That was pretty much pointless being worked on. You dig what I'm saying? Because they got so many other fight sticks out there that people ain't gonna really gravitate towards it like that. And to me, when I seen that, it looked like that product would break probably in 6 to 10 months. And
probably even less than that. They probably break after a week.
Exactly. And then
damn, y'all messy. Y'all say I'm the messy one today. Good grief.
Mega, you've been the messy one forever. You're gonna forever be the messiest one.
I will not deny that, but I'm just saying I'm trying to be cordial today.
Nah, it ain't that day today. We're just we keeping it real like we always do. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to knock PlayStation because they do have some good franchises. I'm not going to discredit that. And when it comes to what they're doing right now, it's just extremely anti-consumers to the max. And I'm hoping to see whenever PlayStation 6 comes out, let's see who's truly, really for PlayStation 6. Because the exclusives that came out for PlayStation 5 so far, it exposed who really are gamers for the PlayStation 5 and who really bought the PS5 for a purpose. Because a lot of people that bought the PlayStation 5 this generation, they just bought it because the PS5 was a hot commodity. It was a trending topic. I've been saying this. You know what I'm saying? This was a trend. That's why people bought it. People bought it for basically the casual games that we already know about. I don't have to explain it. And they bought it for the hub. Okay, I've been said that. It's obvious. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when it comes to this flex stick, when it comes to this fight stick, I don't trust it. To me, would I try it? I would have to go to a convention and try it. I wouldn't buy it myself. You know what I'm saying? Who knows the price of this fight stick? Matter of fact, anybody know what the price point of this?
It's triple digits.
Yeah, it's going to be 100 plus. It's about 100, probably 125, 100, anywhere from $100 to $200. Yeah,
it's triple digits. Just say
yeah.
Look, the only way that I'm going to ever play this fight stick if Sony actually sends the gamer section some review units of the fight stick. If not, I'm not buying it day one. You know what I'm saying? And until I'm proved wrong about the fight stick on this PS5 fight stick, I'm good on it. I'm going to see fanboys buy the fight stick and boast and brag about it and lie because, you know, fanboys lie to the core. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the PlayStation fanboys. They lie to the core. But in my actuality, if we're not getting the fight stick, if Sony don't want to supply the gamer section with a fight stick, then I'm not buying it day one, period. Point blank, period. I'm not even going to buy it at all.
I'm sorry, not to interrupt you, but it's originally priced at $199.99. As I thought, it was going to be, like you said, triple digits. I was going to say anywhere from 100, 125 to 200. Yeah, so it's basically $200.
No, I'm gonna say this one more time before we move on to the next subject. It's the only way I'm going to ever put.
Well, you gotta let Sinister get his time in too, though.
Yeah, facts. I'm gonna give myself an L. You know, Mega being messy, but Mega, you can try to
listen. I've done it. Husky could tell you, I do it a whole bunch of times. I'll sit there and get on a rant, and I'll sit there and forget somebody on the panel. So it is all good.
This dude good, man. Anywho, man. I'm gonna say what I need to say. I know Sinister got something to say before we move on because we already blended the topics in. But look,
yeah.
At the end of the day, let me ask you, Mega. Would you buy that fight stick day one?
No, I already got one right here that I barely use.
Okay. Ukage, would you buy that fight stick day one?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Yeah, even the baby agrees. It's
Yeah,
like,
she's like, nah, daddy got to take care of other things.
yeah, it's a monitor. It's supposed to be out later this year.
Yeah. Damn. Damn.
Yeah, it's cold
Maybe wants
blooded.
the pro.
That's cold blooded. But yo,
Yeah.
Sinister, would you buy that fight stick?
Hell to the no, no, no.
Okay. So, Sinister, give your thoughts about everything we just talked about.
I mean, what comes with this fight stick? I mean, it's like, come on, Sony, you're not fooling anybody. Here's the thing. I like your games. You know, some of the games that you put out, even some of your exclusives. But I don't like your business practices.
Yeah.
That's what I gotta say about that. But as far as this fight stick goes, no. $200 for this thing? No. There are better fight sticks out there, you know, that are worth my money. It's like, I mean, if I want a fight stick, I want one that's universal, not just tied to one console.
Yeah.
You know, things like that. So that's the best. I mean, that's the money I put my money towards it. But I bet, but I mean, the reason to postpone it because of all this backlash, because of all the physical media is like, and on top of that, like they're not going to release it because Marvel Token comes out August 6th, and you're not going to get this fight. They're not going to release this fight stick along with it. So basically, I mean, that's double L's they're taking all day. You know.
Universal, baby. Universal.
See.
Yeah.
See, that's the one. I would go
And cheaper. And cheaper.
Yeah. See, that's the one I would go for.
Yeah.
Double L. Uh-huh. No. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah. I'm
That's
gonna wrap
messy.
this up before we get to the next subject, but well, you know, like Husky was saying about the monitor, because, you know, shout out to the average consumer, because I saw him praise about it. It's like, I mean, that looks cool and all, but as far as me, as the price of it, I would not buy day one. I was like, no, because the way that's the economy right now, we can barely afford anything. It's like, for like anything gamer related, you know, because you can thank AI for driving all these prices up and things like that. So
Yeah.
so that's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah. No, my last point on this is that like
Did you suck
I'm
your
very
tech?
no, you'll get your ass whooped, Tech. Try me.
No.
But the reality of it is that I'm very excited. I think that Sony products, like their TVs and stuff like that. I got a Sony TV. I got a Bravia. I think that their product. I got Sony stuff around here. I think that their products are good. But the problem is that like they ask for too much for it. That's the reason why they had to sell the division. Like at Bravia that I bought it some years ago, and I was thinking about wanting to get another Bravia. I mean, hell, like their TVs finally got to the top of the line. And competing with some of the best with Samsung and LG, but they're so goddamn expensive. Like, I mean, like $3-4 grand for the type of TV that I want. Are you? No, bro, I'm not doing it. I mean, I got to upgrade my TV. I got a Q90R Samsung. It still holds up. She still does her thing. But I mean, like even for the monitor, I got a Odyssey. I got an Odyssey, a 4K Odyssey monitor, and you know what I'm saying. And like when I was comparing and seeing what Sony's when they started doing their monitor, it was ridiculous. It was like almost like a $600-700 difference, and I'm just like, no, like I get it, but this bravado from Sony for so many years. The brand name, like Sony has done such a masterful job of marketing that it's instilled into a lot of people's mind of it's supposed to be like just good traditional this, that, and the third. Now we're starting to get to the reality where people is like, you know what? That shit's a little bit too high, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I got to maybe go down to this TCL, or I got to go down to do something else or get some of. So yeah, no, it is the big major L about the controller situation, and that sucks that it's only predicated to Sony, and these will be the things that will be to their downfall, in my opinion. But just them trying to make it, they're trying to be like Apple, and you're not Apple. Let's just say it like
never
that.
going to be Apple. They
Mm-mm.
an amazing.
No.
Near their level.
No.
They ain't never on that though. But anywho though, Sinister man, what is this about biker mice, you know what I'm saying, from Mars is actually making a new game, kind of explain it to the people.
All right, so anybody out there, anybody who had a Super Nintendo back then, that's when the first game came out back on. It was made by Konami. So now, if you fast forward, to now, that's like, you know what? Hey, let's go bring this back because, I mean, like someone like me, I wasn't into the cartoon yet until like years later. So, so I figured, you know what? Oh, okay. I played the game a little bit back then via emulation. I was like, okay, the game is alright. It's cool for what it is. Now, fast forward to now, it's like I guess somebody who was a fan of that cartoon series, like, hey, just bring it back for the next generation. And it's called Rock and Ride. That's okay. It's like, my thing is like, is this game gonna be made like for those who, the older players who played it back in the day, or you're gonna make it for the next generation, the new generation of game players now. So that remains to be seen now. If this ain't ever be made, it's like, hey, like I'm into the devs out there. It's like, hey, I'll be welcome to try it out to see for myself, like on the gamer section. It's like, hey, we wanted to try this game out to see how it is to give our 2 cents in on. It's like, I mean, if it's based off our property, like someone from back then, I'm willing to try it just to get my 2 cents on it. But I mean, to me, I'm interested in it. But as far as like excitement about it, that's at zero.
Okay.
Because you know me, I keep my excitement at zero until I get wild about it, things like that. But what about you, Kano?
I really don't have too much to say about it. Only thing I could just say is still I got to see the game. I got to see what it's about. I got to see if it's worth my time to actually even play, because I don't want to just be hyped over a person making an announcement of they're working on a new game. It's just like when we found out on Twitter that Cliffy B, he's working on a new game since Lawbreakers in his studio and stuff like that. And okay, I'm like, okay, that's cool, but I got to see what the game is, what it's about, who the characters are, what type of game it is, who's going to be publishing the game. Not only that, what's the elements of the game, and then will it be on just PC? Will it be on console? The whole nine. I got to find out everything about the game and how
It's
will
multiplayer.
It's cool as multiplayer, but I'm just trying to say like what type of game will it be, and will I have fun playing it? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's based off of this word of mouth, just talking. Cool. He's working on a new game. I just want to see what the game is, what the game is about, and am I going to have fun with it? Because if not, you know what I'm saying, it's going to be a game that's going to fall by the wayside. Like, when you have a Game of the Year contender game, you have a hidden gem game, you have a fall by the wayside type of game. And this year alone, we have been having games that we played and we reviewed. Some of these games did fall by the wayside. We did have games that was hidden gems, and we did have Game of the Year caliber games. We did, but with this game right here, I gotta see it. I gotta, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is I'm keeping my expectations in check, and I'm playing a wait and see approach about what this game could be. You dig? That's how I feel about it.
All right. What about you, Husky? Mine too.
Yeah. And they delayed that.
It's still one delayed.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I'm just.
What about you, Mega?
Hold on, hold
Yeah.
on.
Okay.
1
What's that?
second. Hold on.
All right.
Let me see. We're gonna be right back. We're gonna be right back after this message.
Choose your fighter. Lightning in fire. Fight.
All right, we back. We had a little technical glitch, man. We had to get some audio corrected. You know what I'm saying? So we got Hukage on here properly, so everything should be copacetic now. All right, so kind of like rewind what you were saying though, Husky. You know, since the people that didn't hear it.
Oh, I was just saying as far as for the Biker Minds from Mars, want to see more information on what it's going to be about. But like you said, if it's something like a beat 'em up, something like TMT Shredder's Revenge, Marvel's Cosmic Invasion, something like that, I'm here for it. You can get I give you my money. Like I said, games like that. If I would love to see more of those '90s cartoons or '80s cartoons in a beat 'em up style. Like I said, I mentioned the He-Man game. I think you guys said it was delayed. I didn't realize it was delayed, but something like that. You can give me Street Sharks beat 'em up. You can give me a Thundercats beat 'em up. Like if you give me something with a good, in a beat 'em up style with a good animation, I'm here. Good gameplay. It's fun. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Facts, figgity facts, no fiction. But we remember we can't give K Mega a beat 'em up game because when he does play it, he's going to rage. You know what I'm saying? You gotta walk him through it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take baby steps playing that game.
Sir, I did streams of playing beat 'em ups. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, the Streets of Rage 4. We went through it in a session. What you talking about? On the hardest difficulty. I might teach you a thing or two, sir.
Hey, I have to teach you.
It's not if the only thing that I rage about is like cheaters, like in like a sports game or something like that, or like a fighter. Like I'll rage on that, but like playing a tough game, I mostly just get like you know what I'm saying. But that's it. But I don't rage. I don't throw. I ain't kids move now. Come on now.
Hey, you know what though? I actually agree with you on that. I hate cheaters too.
Same here.
Yeah. So yeah, cheaters makes me rage. But other than that, like just playing a tough boss, I get like I said, Malignia from Elden Ring. She had me depressed. It wasn't rage, it was depression. She beat me so bad so many times. And then when I finally got her, I was like, yeah. So
like how many times you lost to her though?
You know what? She punished me so many times. When I went to the Suda Fair, I had to get her picture because she tore my ass up so bad, bro. Like she the Queen of Rots she beat me for an entire week. I had to go back and change my players. Like I had to recustomize them. Like because I was like, what am I doing wrong here? Why can I be? And I would get really close, but she would still finish me off. And I don't know what it was, but I just figured it out. But she beat me for a full week. And I mean, I was no life in that game. I mean, we're talking about playing like 10, 12-hour sessions. So it was a lot. She beat me badly.
Oh, I know.
Badly.
I know where you messed up.
She almost made me quit. And I know I don't quit, but she made me almost quit the game. That was how bad she was. But I finally got her though.
I already know where you messed up at when you faced her, man. You should have formed a lot more. I'm telling you, forming is the best way to go in that game.
Yeah, no, I did, but I don't know. It just, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't play soul games like that. And so it's basically one of those things where it's like, okay, yeah, I really am digging this game. So like, and then I got to her and I knew that she was an optional boss. And I'm like one of these people that are maniac and just likes to try it, and yeah, she like I said, she put me into depression, not rage. I was just like,
got
man.
mollywops. You got mollywops to the core.
Yeah, she cooked me.
That's
She
crazy,
cooked me.
man.
But anyway, to the topic. I remember the cartoon. That's it. I didn't even know that there was a game of it. I've never played the game on Super Nintendo, but listen, this is what I'm going to say on this is basically sometimes you can bring something way too late. I'm cool that they're trying to revamp it, redo it, and just like what Husky said, I'm all about a little brawler. I'm cool with that. Mm-hmm. But it's one of these things, and I'm okay. So I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the Xbox sale, and I'm seeing this game called 70 Style Robot Anime Geppy X, right? And it looks, and I was just looking at the trailer for it. It looks, it's a remaster, so it looks really cool. But they're asking for $40 for that game. I hope that they don't make that same decision for this mouse game. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because you got like damn near, you got millennials and Gen Z and Gen Alpha. Like, they don't know what that is. Hell, I barely knew it. I remember seeing it when I was in high school. You know what I'm saying? And then like, oh, okay, whatever. I'm moving on. I'm chasing women. You know what I'm saying? At this point. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. So like, it's just like with the He-Man movie. I really enjoyed watching He-Man, but that was from my nostalgia. There's a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? But the movie didn't do very well because hell, they waited too long to bring the He-Man movie. And that's what I'm afraid with this game. Like, I'm cool that they're bringing this out, but it has to be affordable. And it also, you know what I'm saying? You have to market the hell out of it. So like, it needs to be in Game Pass or something like that in order to get some traction. Because if you just present this game and put it on Steam and that's it, you know, that's what I'm afraid of. And I want it to be really dope. You know what I'm saying? It multiplayer game. So it's like you got 3 mouses, you know what I'm saying? And if it's a beat 'em up and stuff like that, it sounds like it would be really fun, but it's about the affordability. That's the big key. And also you got to market the hell out of it some way, shape or form. So, but I do wish them luck. I'm not mad about bringing old games and trying to reintroduce them to a new generation, but
you got to do it the right way.
Right. Like, I mean, it wasn't like you're doing like Gen 1 Transformers where people knew about that, or G.I. Joe. There are people that know about them, even if they didn't see the cartoons when they were kids. Right. That was a niche ass cartoon. Right. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, they were kind of like the you would call them the shade tree Ninja Turtles. You know what I'm saying?
They were like the turtle lights or whatever. Like,
right.
It was a bunch of them that came out around that time where they were trying to do different things. That was like similar to the turtles. We had the Mars, the mice, you had the street sharks, dinosaurs. Like, so many trying to copycat.
Don't forget the Battletoads.
Right, Battletoads and stuff like that. Yeah, so like basically,
did we need a sequel to Battletoads that they already done?
We do. I thought Battletoads was pretty fun. But my last point in saying this is that, like, look, I loved Autobots. I don't know how, you know what I'm saying? I loved Autobots. I mean, I'm sorry, not Autobots. Oh my God. See, no. What was, oh my God, help me, Sinister. They were the alternate to the Transformers. They were GoBots. That's what they were. I love the GoBots. I love Leader One and Psykill and Scooter and all them. But bro, if you try to break if you try to bring that game back, like you try to bring that and say, oh, I'm bringing the GoBots into a game. People are gonna say, what the hell is a GoBot?
It's funny enough, like, the people that made GoBots, they got bought out by Hasbro.
Right. So
I was like, because like, I mean, think about the stuff that came out in the 80s and stuff that we grew up on. Master Universe, Transformers, G.I. Joe. I mean, GoBots, don't get me wrong. I was like, I enjoyed the cartoon for what it is. And I had like a few GoBots here, but the moment I had that Transformer, I was like, eh.
Right. Like, I mean, bro, I love Psykill, but when you'd see the cheapness of that toy compared to a Transformer when you had Prime or Megatron or something like that. Yeah, like the comparison was awful. So anyway.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can tell, like, okay, who the Guardians, who the Renegades, like, they got nothing to tell them apart other than their alliance. You see them in action. But as far as like the game goes, like, like with He-Man, like, even she gets about it. But anyway, you know, like when the movie came out and stuff like that, how you know it bombed and stuff like. As far as like the game goes, okay, this game came out in '93, and you want a game that came out back like over 33 years ago. It's like, okay, the way you got to put in today's market is like, okay, you got to educate these new generation gamers. Like, okay, what's Bikers Mice from Mars? Like, you got to do the research. It's like if you like present this new game to them, it's like they can be confused. Like, okay, to the new school gamers, okay, this is something cool, but you know, some of us that you know that saw this in the '90s, because I mean, like you came back, I was in high school when I saw it.
Yeah,
It's like
right. Yeah,
I was like, okay, this is cool and all, but you know, like I
yeah,
was like, there's something you can watch after school, and then like years later, say, hey, we're out doing our own thing, we're grown. It's like
you're
as
right.
far as like seeing a game like that, it's like it may be cool and all, but still, but all in all, bottom line is like it's cool that they're bringing a property back like this, but you got to present it right. If you don't present it right, it's a fail.
Yeah, but they don't. They
Yeah.
never. A lot of these companies they don't present it the right way. They have to use
No.
like showcases to actually do it, and like how we do the indie game showcases like every year and stuff like that. And actually from I'm gonna put you on game when we do the indie game showcase and we showcase like a lot of indie games, a lot of indie developers get a lot of attraction for what we do. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna continue to do that and make that a tradition for the gamer section anyway. But anywho, um, I want to speak on the topic right quick. It's about what GameStop said. It's gonna be brief about talking about physical media is irrelevant. That's what the
GameStop.
CEO said. I say that was one of the dumbest statements that I ever heard in my whole entire life. You just make basically even more alienating the fans of physical media, and people want to shop at your place of establishment at this point. And GameStop is a strong shell of its former self. And I think what he did was a strong idiotic way of basically saying that we don't want you to come shop at GameStop because GameStop is supposed to be all about video games. People don't understand, man. Before GameStop, they had Babbage's, what we used to call back in the day. Then it was
Beverages,
EV,
yeah, that too. Like
EV
Gosh.
games.
Oh,
EB
I
Games,
never
yeah,
heard. I've never heard of
yeah.
Babbage's. Yeah.
yeah,
I've heard of
Yeah,
Babbage's. I think that's more. Those are. I think they're like up north, but like we had EB Games
yeah,
Yeah.
we have
and
that too. EB Games, we have
electronic.
Funko
Yeah.
Land.
So
all that, all
hmm
that, all that. But the point I'm trying to make right now, man, like, are you really like you're trying to buy eBay, right? But you're also saying that physical media is irrelevant. You're basically spitting and slapping in the face of people that love physical games and that would love to go buy games at your establishment. And that's basically making it to the point where nobody, even more so, is not going to want to come to your place to purchase your games. That people want to go places to like Amazon, probably go to eBay itself, or probably go to their mom and pop shop if they got, or even a pawn shop to even go get some of the physical
Game
games that
Exchange.
people, game exchange. They will go to the other places to buy the physical media. You dig what I'm saying? I really
hmm
think that was one of the most idiotic statements that was ever made from a CEO. Physical media is still where it's at. People still want to buy physical media when it comes to games, movies, etc. Why would you say something that's retarded like that? You heard me? That was one of the dumbest things I ever heard, man. Like at the end of the day, and me personally, I plan on getting getting some more physical games from like the 360 PS3 era because I like some of them games in the past, even with the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, original Xbox, GameCube. Those are some classic stuff. And even with the PS5 and Series X and even the Nintendo Switch 2 and one, well, I ain't got the Switch 2. I can't speak on the Switch 2. But when it comes to the nitty gritty of it, though, man, I really strongly think, man, when he said that, I really think that nobody should go like as far as life go if they want to get physical media stuff. I don't think anybody should go to GameStop for saying that bull crap.
you
Honestly, you
have
just need
and
to. Oh, go ahead.
I, I was gonna say you. There are other places.
hmm
Yeah.
like you people. You mentioned Amazon. Amazon does it. And for those people who like, because I know some people that, because I got friends that go to GameStop. They primarily go because you can pay on stuff at GameStop.
Hmm.
That'd be the only thing I know about. But I was telling folks like Amazon, you can go to Amazon. Amazon only they don't take the money out to the ship till it ships. So that gives you time. Like Amazon is a different option. Best Buy, they usually do pretty decent. I know people that buy physical media from Best Buy. You still got Walmart and other stores. I ain't gonna mention the target. You know what I'm saying? But like you still have other stores out there if you don't as alternatives to GameStop. Like I said, Game Exchange, if you can find one in your local area, it's other stores out there that are available for you to purchase physical media if you don't, if you don't want to go to GameStop or don't like GameStop for their practices or for like this what the CEO is saying. And I haven't been a big fan of GameStop over the past few years in any way myself, just because of how they do things, how they're ran, and but and just what they did to their rewards program. Like that's what pissed me off about them, just everything they've done with that. But yeah, like it's other stuff out there, man. It's definitely, I think in Best Buy, I don't know if they still have it, but they used to have like a gamer type of program similar to what GameStop had.
They
or
eliminated
whatever.
that.
They don't have it anymore.
Yo, I'm gonna show y'all something right quick before we move on. I know Mega and Sinister got something to say. You see this? This is physical media. This is Final Fantasy 15, Xbox One, right? Samurai Showdown, Xbox One. Singularity. I know y'all. I don't know if y'all can see it. I don't know. Singularity.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah,
All right.
I remember that.
NBA 2K12. You hear me? LA Noir. I'll give you an example. And K Mega's favorite that he sucks at, Ultra Street Fighter 4.
Man, you can get these hands anytime you want, sucker.
Hey, old man. You don't want
you
this
get
smoke,
these
old man.
hands, bro. You can get these hands, youngin. I like beating up on young kids too, man. I do not discriminate.
That man said he punched babies.
I punch kids. Yeah, they talk back. I believe in giving ass whoopings. Spare the rod, spoil the child. Spoil the child, spare the yeah. I think I said it right.
Hey, Mega, talk to me.
Yeah.
Talk to me when you finally can beat me.
Right.
I when you could, I did beat you, so that's all I know. Hey,
but I got more.
you better stay. You better stay on track because Sinister said his time is limited, sir.
Yeah. All right, like I said, we gonna battle again sooner rather than later. Whatever. He know who the real champ is. But anyway, people know who the real champ is. But anyways, you know what I'm saying? No, it's not you, Mega. You wish it was you. But nah, you wish it was you. Never going. It's always gonna be me. But anyways, though, you know what I'm saying? Red Sinister, man. They got something to say.
Yeah, I mean, for that CEO, this is the same jerk that that closed all like a bunch of stores and everything, cost a lot of people their jobs. I mean, the thing is, like in he got a big payday out of it, closing all those stores to save all those money and all that stuff. But I mean, just the way he come out and say stuff like that, it's like it makes me it makes gamers don't want to shop at your store anymore because I say, hey, I mean, look right here, I got Blaze Blue, Chrono Trigger, the first in the series,
Nice.
It's like, the Master Chief Collection, if y'all can
Got
see
that too.
Greatness.
Yeah, so I was like, I mean, there's all little kind of reasons we go to places like that, but now I can go to Game Exchange, I can get so much back. They give you so much back better than GameStop. It's like, you know what, GameStop's like, why should I step foot in your store ever again if you're gonna come out and say stuff like that? But I mean, to some of the people that are there, they're like, I mean, like I said, I feel bad for those who work there and that lost their jobs. It's like, I don't want to wish that on nobody, but
Not fast.
I mean, but for a guy like him, it's like, no, it's like, if you want to say stuff like that, it's like, just stay over there. It's like, don't worry about me stepping foot in your establishment every day because I'm not giving you any money.
Yeah.
It seems like, you don't give what, so that be seen.
No, that's facts.
I mean, for him acquiring eBay, I was like, it is what it is. But I know because you know how it is. Money talks, but everything else walks. The stuff like that. But that's all I got to say about that. Because I know, I figured Mega would have this 2 cents on it, but I'm sure he.
He about to go get his collection. He probably slipped and fell already, so just trying to get his collection.
So, but yeah, but go ahead and take it away.
Now we ain't on Mega, but we're gonna go to the next topic until Mega come back. I don't know what he's doing though, but Let's go ahead and talk about Resident Evil Requiem. You know, they got the story DLC that's reportedly coming after the Veronica remake.
Yeah, I did. I was going to go to my collection. I heard y'all talking mess, so I couldn't get everything. So I did give me a couple, but I had to dig up under some stuff, and I didn't get all what I needed to. But I did, you know.
Digging in the crates crew. Okay, I understand.
So yeah, you know what I'm saying. Look at that, boy. That's that 2K20. That's that 2K26 right there. You know what I'm saying. But that's physical. You know what I'm saying? Well, hold on. I need to show you the actual cover so you can see a real team. You know what I'm saying? The motherfucking, woo, look at that boy there. Look at that boy Shay. Look at that boy SGA. Look at that boy, right? Anyway. You know what I'm saying? Look at these classics right here, boy. You can't mess with this. Look at that, boy. I got 3 too. I got all 5 of them, but you know, they're in the boxes. But anyway, I didn't want to. And then also I seen that I got that. I got that right there. I can put them in this. But anyway, but I had to pull this. I had to pull this out. So just because, you know what I'm saying? Listen, retro gaming, we bringing it back. We bringing it back, baby.
Yeah.
We bringing it back. We bringing it back. We bringing it back. So anyway.
Hey, anyway. I go out. Hey, make a pull the Xbox up and show them one more time. One more time for the culture. One more time for the culture.
One more time for the culture, baby. Let's look at that. Here we go. One more time for the culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
He got
that, boy.
The young green.
Yeah, boy. Anyway, yeah. I'll sit there and I got the PlayStation 1, but I'm never going to open that one because my son bought it for me for my birthday. But it's the PlayStation 1 Mini, and it's still in the box. It's still in the package. I'm never going to open that. So I got to give me a PlayStation 1, and I got to give me a PlayStation 2. But I'm finna start collections on that. But anyway, with all that being said, like let me just break it down for the one reason why. Look at that boy right there. We pull it out. Like I got to pull out that. I wanted to pull out that big ass box, but I got stuff all over it. So I was like, I ain't got time to go pull all that stuff out. Look at that. Oh, look at that Jade Empire, awesome. Fable 3. Look at you.
Y'all bring it.
Look at
you. Y'all love games around here, baby.
See, yeah. Oh, hold on. Hold on, did I? Hold on. I might be slipping right. Hold on, wait a minute. Oh, I got my little bag right here. Hold on. Look at that, boy. Look at that. What you know about that, right, boy? I got that Crisis right there. Ooh, boy. Let's see. I got. Well, hold on. That can't look for that but I got. You see that Castlevania 2?
Fire.
Yep. Hold on, this is gonna throw everybody. This is gonna bring it back right here. And I wish Xbox would bring this game back for backwards compatibility.
Oh, 99 nights.
99 nights. I got 1 and 2. Anyway, like I said, of course, I got this digital and physical. There was 3 discs to Lost Odyssey. Yeah.
Hey, did you pull up Crisis 2 on your end, huh, Mega?
Yeah.
No. Same thing.
Oh, look at you. Say less, sir. Look at that boy. What you talking about? That blue dragon. Anyway, okay, we're wasting too much time. I know everybody got stuff to do. Anyway, let me put this stuff up. Anyway, the only thing I want to say on this is that the reason why that dude is saying that is because PlayStation forsaken them.
Yep.
That is the bottom line. PlayStation is forsaking them. And they now, because remember, every time that we went into GameStop, what did they do? They always promoted something about PlayStation.
They did.
Yeah.
They do.
And
even
go ahead.
To your credit, even though PlayStation has never liked GameStop to begin with. I don't know if you guys remember back in the 360 PS3 days where they were bringing up that they wanted to do, PlayStation wanted to charge you for the license again if you bought a used game. They were talking about doing, and a lot of people forgot about that. Bought, even if you bought like a film, and that's why it was a point I was gonna bring up on my topic of how we don't own our games. But like, if you go and play, if you bought a physical game from GameStop, and it was a used game, you had to. They were thinking. I don't know if they started. I can't remember if they started it or not. But they were going to charge people basically a fee to play the game because you bought a used game. They were trying to charge you charge you again for it because you bought a physical game and you bought a used physical game. And that's why I was like, bro. That's why I was like, once again, we don't really own our games per se. And even if it's physical, they can find a way to get you on the back end, just like that. They were trying to do that back in the day, but I guess it was such an uproar they cut it out or whatever the case may be. But they were talking about. Can't remember if they actually did it, but I know it was rumored or they were going to do it or they had that in place. but they end up taking it out or doing away with it because it was such a backlash of whatever came from. But PlayStation has never liked GameStop. Never liked GameStop.
And it's been one of their best benefactors because they promote them so much. Like, I mean, that's another reason why PlayStation is so instilled into a lot of gamers, is because when you go into a GameStop, because GameStop was the biggest and the best thing that we've had for what, 20 years, in a sense of, like, you know, forget about the scummy practices that when we finally realized once we really started going digital, but that was the place to go get your gaming stuff. And then for them to come out and then to this CEO to come and say this, he sees the writing on the wall, like, damn, PlayStation's forsaking us now. Like, we sit there and promoted you. I mean, like, there was a person, a matter of fact, I seen on Twitter just earlier this week where they went to GameStop and they was listening to the person sit there and promote PlayStation stuff. Like, hey, do you want to do this? Hey, PlayStation has Wolverine coming. Do you blah blah blah? Okay, not. Or even it was the Halo game. They were sitting there like, Halo was going to be on PlayStation for the very first time. Do you want to Whoa, hold up! Nothing about Nintendo, nothing about Xbox. It's all about PlayStation. So, hey, listen, it's over for you. We knew that GameStop was already about to be finito curtains, about to be sent off. I mean, there's been GameStops that's been around me that's been closing down, but there's plenty of places to go to. There's local places that's out here in Oklahoma. There's Vintage Stock. I think Vintage Stock is a nationwide like gaming company where you could go buy stuff. But yeah, so like, but there's other places to go get your games from. Like I haven't been in the GameStop in a minute. I got credit still because I used to get their magazines and stuff in there, and then I just got tired and said, listen, I don't even go in there no more. So it's sad in a sense because it was part of our nostalgia of going and seeing going for midnight launches and stuff like that. But in the retrospective thing, good riddance. Mm-hmm. See you later. Don't let the doorknob hit you where the dog should have bit you. Yeah. Get on.
Oh yeah, there's one thing, Megan, before we move on. This one, 2K12.
Yep. Oh no, I don't have 2K12. I need to get 2K12. I need to get 2K12.
Yeah,
well, physical. I should say physical. I got all of that shit digital, but that's the one. That's the one with Jordan.
Yeah,
there's the one with Jordan. Which one y'all think is the better 2K? 12 or 2K11? 11. I don't know. I love 14, but yeah, there's no debate about it. Yeah, 11 is spectacular. So. Anyway.
No, facts. But we're gonna go ahead and move on. You know what I'm saying about Resident Evil. You know, basically the Requiem DLC is being put out after the Veronica game. I think the Veronica game is gonna drop around February of next year. That's how I feel about it. If it does drop in February, I'm definitely gonna be playing it. I know all of us in this panel are gonna be playing it day one.
Oh yeah, we definitely be playing day one.
Yeah.
I'm going. That's one I'm going to definitely jump on. Hold on, I got one more. What you know about that, boy?
Well, I can't even see it.
You said Mortal Kombat.
DC.
Mortal Kombat versus DC. Yeah.
Anyway. People trashing the game, but that game underrated, man.
It was.
It was underrated to the max.
Yeah, because Street Fighter versus Tekken, the special edition.
Oh my God! Oh, show that again. I got that. I have it still installed in my 360, and man, yeah, like I got Wolverine and all that. But like I said, it's in that box. But boy, that's the one. Yes, Soul Calibur 5. I got yes, sir.
Soul Calibur 5. And Street Fighter 30th anniversary.
Nice. See, I got those digital. I do have Soul Calibur 5 disc, but so look at what we doing. We over here, man. Listen, I'm sorry, Husky got things to do. I know, Senator, you got things to do. But look at us gamers, man. Look at us having a good time, man. That's what it's about.
Just to move on about the Resident Evil.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like we're all looking forward to Veronica in February, but then the DLCs, like hopefully we'll bring back Ada or probably answer some other questions like, what anybody who played Requiem, did you beat it, go to the end and figure out what happened, so everybody knows what happened. So, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, even the little ones.
Even the little ones say, yeah, you got to play. Yeah. I haven't played Requiem yet. You know,
play it, so
okay.
I'm not spoiling nothing for you till you beat it.
Okay. So, well, I got to catch up because I still got to beat 7. Like, the scary game thing for me is kind of falling off. I used to love scary games, but now I guess I gotten old and scary now. So, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that game was so underrated. The Line was an incredible game. God, like I man, that's such a good game.
You're right.
Syndicate, you know what? I need to buy Syndicate for the Xbox because EA it wigs out like when I got it on PC. Oh yeah, Jet Set Radio. So anyway, what do you think about that, Hokage? About the Resident Evil situation? Do you even like Resident Evil?
So let me put it like this. I like it. I just don't play. I don't play horror games like that. So with horror games, when it comes to horror games, I will watch someone else play it. Them the only ones I like, especially Resident Evil, because I like the story, I like the lore, I like all that. I'm just not gonna play them. I feel like there's a lot of back and forth. You got to do a Resident Evil, and I ain't.
Right.
I don't, and so the gameplay sometimes I don't be with it, but I'll watch people play. they're going tit for tat.
They're going tit for tat. I'm cracking up. Hey, I'm telling you that right there. That
Fist of the North Star.
Fifth of the North Star. That's tough, boy. That yeah. I got 1 and 2. They were still expensive. I got both of them. I bought them digital when they had the last sale before they shut down the 360 store. Them damn things were still expensive. Yeah. So. I'm sorry, Husky. Was you done or was you? Okay.
I was just saying, I did watch my cousin play through Requiem or whatever. He played through and he beat the he got both endings, the good, I guess the good ending and the bad ending. So I watched him play through it. But like I said, it looks fun. It's just not for me. So it's gonna be. I'm pretty sure I'll watch him play through the DLC as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. All right, I'm done. I got a lot more games. I'm not gonna show them done.
Right, yeah, no, it's just fun. I love it. Like it just shows the love of it. Like what we, saying just our fandom of games, how much we love it. Like it's great. But I mean, okay, so I'll be real short on this one. Like, listen, Requiem looks amazing, but when I seen that big ass thing coming from the door, I'm like, nah, that's just whatever the hell it was. I don't know.
It's called the girl.
Okay, well, not for me. I you know what I'm saying? Like I gotta finish 7. I'll jump on 8 just because I want to see that thick chick. You know what I'm saying? In the game, and that's about it. Yeah. Well, I'm more of the back end type of guy. But listen, you know what I'm saying? She's just thick. Boy, I just like, man, listen, just capture me, and then that's it. But anyway, I know she turns into a demon or something like that. I saw what she turned into, but still, whatever. But
like Mega always falling for the jiggle physics,
bruh. You still, I know you ain't forgot me going crazy on Fatal Fury, man.
the jiggle physics every time you want to get game creators. If you want K Mega to buy your game, put some jiggle physics in there.
Oh man,
he'll
day
add
one.
Jiggle physics. He'll come.
Day one would have had a guy. I played with that chick on Fatal Fury. Like I streamed that boy. I was like, ooh, it looked just like. Yes, bruh. I'm like, yo, I'm not even into blondes like that. Like, I mean, I like all types of women, but I wouldn't even. I'm like, boy, they did her right. Like, boy, let's go. Yeah, and so her fighting mechanics is okay, but yeah, everything else is perfect.
But the new DLC's out this week.
I know. I gotta play it. Got to do some fight night with it. Mm-hmm.
But
that's it. That's all I can say about that. So
now, the only thing I'm gonna say about when it comes to the Resident Evil game, I'm definitely excited about Veronica. I want to see what they're gonna do with Claire on that one. Even though it's a remake, I think it's gonna be. Hopefully, they add a little bit more to it than what we had got from the original game from the Dreamcast. And you know what I'm saying? But with the DLC of Requiem, I think he playing as Grace with more on that one. No, I take that back. That one's more about Leon from the DLC from what I was reading. Yeah. So hopefully we'll get more into the story about the Leon situation. Hopefully they finish up that part of it. And like I said, though, Capcom is doing it right, man. They've been doing very well when it comes to their games, man. Like Capcom to me is publisher of the generation, in my opinion.
They're 4-0.
Well, actually, no, they lost one. That was Exo Primal. You know, it was a lot of people didn't like
Man, yeah, Exo Primal was not bad. I like Exo Primal. You need to give it another run. I liked it so much. I bought the Shut Up Edition. Yeah.
Okay, you know what, Mecca? I'll do like this. Only way I give it another run if we do a community night with it.
I'm with it. Yeah, we can do that.
All right, say less. And if Fukage want to be a part of the community night, he can join in as well.
Yeah. Are you still playing, Hataka? Are you still playing? Oh man, what's the name of that game? That you talked me into getting. Are you still playing that? Oh, what the hell is the name of that game? Well, I can't think of it right now.
Which one? What is it?
It's the shooter that the online shooter.
I mean, Arc Raiders.
Yes. Are you still playing Arc Raiders?
I have not played Arc in a minute because I had to move on. I had to move. I hit the level cap, and I was going to do like the thing where you can reset, but I was like, it was so much other stuff coming out. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it right here and move on to greener pastures. So
okay.
But yeah, I mean, if you want to jump back on, you can let me know. I'll jump.
Okay.
We can play it. We can run it. Run it again, man. Run back on it, man. I just haven't played in a minute, but I know they've added added some stuff. So it'll be interesting to jump back in. Like I said, I still got it on my Xbox. If not, I can read down.
All right, y'all. So we're gonna get to the last topic of the show. All right. And we're gonna put it into like one topic. So the last topic we're gonna talk about is when it comes to
I got to go cut them bushes.
Yeah.
Man, y'all better stop that.
He about to go to sleep. He about to go to sleep. Yeah. He gonna get off here. Go get him. His wife go bring him. Ask him about the milkshake episode. Go. His wife go bring him a milkshake or whatever.
Don't do
that. Hey, that's Amazon.
Hey, brother,
that milkshake was delicious.
Fellas, we go. We gonna keep talking. Like, bruh, take a break, go eat, and come back.
I was hungry as hell, but man, I was so hungry. But man, that damn milkshake that she brought me, man, was delicious. Oh. Okay.
Man. That man just gave me some ammo. Thank you.
We're gonna talk about Halo, fellas.
No, we're gonna get to the last topic, man. We're gonna talk a little bit more. It's about Xbox on this last topic about what they been doing. So we're gonna be blending the topics and stuff like that. So we know about the exclusivity thing that Microsoft has said. So Matt Bell and Matt B. Y'all know I don't say the other Matt's last name because it sounds kind of suspect. But anywho, it's just my personal opinion. But anywho, they basically are quadrupling down on exclusivity when it comes to their games on the Microsoft side. And I'm actually all for it because it brings out competition. I've been said this a long time ago for other platforms to fall in line and start competing. And it seems like Microsoft, they're on more of forget everybody else. We're going to compete. We're going to show y'all why Xbox is the best place to play video games at. And when it comes to Halo, we know Halo's coming out later on this month, and PlayStation trying to hype it up, but we know for a fact PlayStation fans ain't gonna buy the game like that because based off the fact that they're not gonna gravitate to it compared to the Xbox gamers and PC people that's gonna play it. So it's gonna sell more on Xbox and PC than PlayStation. That's just the facts. But when it comes to the exclusivity, they're quadrupling down on it based off the fact that Asha, she not playing around. Ever since she took over for Phil Spencer and Sarah Bonds and all that, she is not playing around. She really wants to make that Xbox the place to actually play the games on. So what they're doing is with Fallout, they doubling down on it, coming out with remasters of Fallout 3 in New Vegas. They already in pre-production of Fallout 5. They in production of season 3 of Fallout. Obsidian's doing a Fallout spinoff game. It seems like they really going all in on Fallout because Fallout is a high commodity and it is a system seller. That's figgity facts, no fiction. Because if y'all don't remember, they even working on Elder Scrolls 6. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like them Fallout games look like they might be, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, it's exclusive, but it seems like it's leading towards exclusive by the hints of what they're saying about it. That would be a good look for them if they make it exclusive because it will help their system sell. And if the way they will market it, it would be phenomenal for them to market it properly. But in my opinion about it, I I'm not a huge Fallout fan. I'm not big on Fallout or Elder Scrolls. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really huge on those games, but I give the remasters a shot. Especially Fallout New Vegas being remastered for Obsidian, because Obsidian, they are very well put together when it comes to making action RPG games. So I'm definitely excited about that. But I'm going to start off with the Husky Hokage. You know what I'm saying? What you thoughts about that?
Personally, man, I've been as someone who, once again, I have everything, kind of play on everything, but someone I love the Xbox ecosystem, love the Xbox brand and all of that, man, and I want them, I need them to be good, not only for myself, but just for the state of the business, like competition, iron sharpens iron. This is how I teach my kids, how I coach my kids. Iron sharpens iron. Like, you want to be the best. Now, granted, right now they haven't been much competition for PlayStation lately, but hopefully, what Asha is doing, bringing back exclusivity, they can do this, because like even with Halo going over it's a remake of the first one. I mean, I ain't too tough mad about that. I mean, they'll get that, and what I'm assuming what they're hoping is gonna get them a taste, and then they'll come back. But my thing of it is they need exclusives. You need exclusives to sell your console, to sell your brand, and they have to be good, not great. They ain't got to be. I ain't asking you to make. Not granted, Fable needs to be great. Fable needs to be great.
Yes.
Because Fable's going everywhere. Fable needs to be great. You give everybody this first Fable, and then when you do Fable 2, the whatever, you put it exclusively on Xbox. That means that people, this game needs to be great. So when it comes out, everybody everywhere is at, people that on PlayStation played it and be like, "Yo, this is amazing. This is awesome." And then when they find out Fable 2 is only on Xbox, it's like, "Yo, I gotta play that. I gotta find a way to get that. I gotta do, whatever the case may be." You want that game to be great. Certain games you want to be great. And whatever next Halo is, you want that to be great. Gears of War E-Day, that needs to be great. That needs to be great. And I've said this before. I can't remember on what podcast I was on. I've said it before, where I need all my people on Xbox to go buy E-Day. You can still play it on Game Pass. I'm not telling you not to play it on Game Pass. But what I'm telling you is go buy the damn game. Don't just play it on Game Pass. Let people, same thing with Fable. Go buy the damn game. You can play it on Game Pass. You ain't got to open it. You can buy physical. You can just, that way you ain't got to open your copy. You can just buy the physical, keep it wrapped up, and then go play the game on Game Pass. But I need for you to go buy the damn game. Anything they have, E-Day, Gears of War, Clockwork Revolution. It's not a game that really interests me, but guess what? I'm going to go buy the damn game because I want Xbox to be well. I want it to be back to where it was giving some competition. We were getting consistent good games. Like I said, you can throw in a few great games in there, but consistently, we need some consistent games, and we need some new IPs. We need some new IPs. I'm thankful for what they did with Compulsion and all the other studios they had previously, but they weren't in. I love South of Midnight. Keeper was pretty good. Other stuff, I've been waiting on State of Decay 3. The fact that Xbox bought them and they didn't put out State of Decay 3 within 8 years, bro. Like, some was a little there. I'm a little, that's another topic for another day. But I'm still looking forward to State of Decay 3. But they need to come up with some more new original IPs. Granted, we got Bethesda. They're focusing on the new Fallout and Elder Scrolls 6 and then Fallout or whatever. They're gonna continue stuff with Starfield. You got Obsidian now working on a new Vegas game, or whatever the case may be. That's all well and dandy. We can rest on those as far as like, we got those coming. We still need new IPs. Don't give up on making new IPs. That's how you bring in new audiences. That's how you generate new fans. We need new IPs. Let's not just rest on Gears, Halo, and Fable, and then whatever Bethesda is doing. you have some good talented people at some of these studios. Allow them to create something, come up with something. Pitch the ideas. I saw in the what Asha mentioned about how before, which another problem was there. You had before anything was approved or signed off on, you had to go through 14 people. 14 people had to sign off on something in order for it to get approved. Where, why, and how was that still in place, or what were they using it? So with that gone, they got it down. I think she said she got it down to I think 3 or so many people. The fact that about five people, which is still not great, but it's a lot better than where it was. Right. I need Xbox to be great. I need Xbox to be great again. I need them to do the things they used to do. You give us new IPs. Bring us games like Jade Empire.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You want to give me a remake of this. Give me a Rise of Rome or Rise 2.
Rise Son of Rome.
It don't even have to be set in Rome. You can progress it. You can take the Rise as a brand and give us something similar in with a different a different era, different generation, or whatever the case may be. You have the opportunity. Rise could have been your God, because low key, Rise and God of War play the same.
Okay.
Rise and God of War 2018. You can be mad. You can clip this, whatever you want. Rise, Son of Rome, and God of War 2018 play almost the same. And
I got so much hate for saying that.
Listen, if you think I'm lying, go play both of them. Do a side by side and play both of them, and tell me I'm lying.
Yeah, but they're not going to play it because they're still going to be wham all over the place.
Correct. Right. And the thing about it, and Rise, granted it was an Xbox One exclusive or whatever, Rise looks, to this day, Rise Son of Rome looks amazing. Rise Son of Rome looks amazing. Like, if they can give us another Rise game, you can bring that back. Like, it's so much stuff that y'all can do, man, that you have, the Xbox has the potential to do if they can just get out their own way. That's the biggest thing with Xbox. That's one of my biggest gripes with Xbox. They always seem to shoot themselves in the foot. You get great press, and then all of a sudden, boom, here comes something they done did stupid. Hey, like you said, had a great, amazing showcase. Week later, Ninja Theory might be closing. A week later, Senua wasn't. We was showing it off or whatever. Now, granted, a lot of people, talk shit about the Xbox, but it's the fact of they will allow those studios to still be open. Because had this been PlayStation, they'd have been closed.
Out of there.
We saw what they did with was it Blue Point earlier with the remake studio? You have a whole remake studio, and you still got so many games that outside of your games that we don't need another Tulu game. We need remake Infamous. You got Infamous sitting right there. Right. PlayStation could have easily remade Infamous, the first Infamous game. You could have gave it to Blue Point or whatever the name of the studio was to let them remake your game. Bro, like they missing. I feel like they're missing out on money. But Xbox has the opportunity to do something great with this reset. And first, my heart and prayers and thoughts and everything go out to everybody that lost their job, because that was unexcusable. However, with this reset, Xbox has the opportunity to do something amazing. It's almost like you're starting from scratch. And whether Microsoft decides to spin Xbox off on its own to be its own thing, which I think would probably be better than sitting under Nadal and Amy Hood and all those other jokers over there.
Right.
If they spun Xbox off and let them operate it on their own, and let them do the things they needed to do, man, I think Xbox will be in a better place. I think we'll start seeing a little bit, and it's not that they're not creative already. That's what the reason they bought those studios, because like I said, you look at some of the games that came out, under those studios or whatever the case may be, but they don't have those studios anymore. So they have to create from within and give us games that actually work, and not take 8 years to somewhat work, and then they have to cancel it. You look at the Perfect Dark game. You look at the rare game that they're working on that they canceled.
Everwild. Outer Wilds. Yeah.
Outer Wild, whatever it was.
Everwild. Yeah.
Like, you can't afford that. And I was like, and people were like, so I hate they cancel. I get what you're saying, but the fact from what I'm hearing, they were still like there was nothing ready for it. You got a game in development for 8 years and nothing is coming from it. Like we ain't got nothing to show. The game ain't finished. The game ain't almost finished.
No,
what's going on?
You know what though? You know what? My fault to cut you off, Kage.
Go ahead.
I think I'm gonna tell you like this here. The way that this reset is going and it's working out in the favors of us gamers and what Asha is doing, and we had Ninja Gaiden 4 that came on. It actually did it sold pretty well, right? I think it's time we go back into Microsoft go back into the formality of having the discussion with Platinum Games of reviving Scalebound. I think that should happen.
I mean, it's possible.
Don't do that.
I mean,
boy, please don't say
if they're gonna do that, they Platinum needs to go ahead and be working on it.
Getting hot and bothered by Scalebound, man. You over there? Look at something wrong with you, dude.
You want to drag him with Jiggle Fizzy. Anyway, but
that might not be too bad. No,
listen, all right, donkey. But let Platinum. I mean, I'm not against it. Platinum, if that's the case, Platinum needs to go ahead and work on that because, like I said, we saw what happened last time why they had to cancel it.
Yeah.
Like I said, Xbox has the opportunity to do something great, and it's like I said, it's very much possible, man. I hope this works out because this reset, they're moving a lot of pieces. Over, I think 1,800 people are losing their jobs. I think a total of 3,000 or 3,400. 3,400. Yeah, a total of 3,400 people are going to lose their jobs with this reset. So on the other end of this reset, a year from now, 2 years from now, we need to have good games, consistent good games, maybe one or two new IPs, and we need to see Xbox needs to be at a place where they're actually competing with PlayStation. Also, one last thing before I get out of here. Do something about the pricing of the Project Helix. I don't care what y'all got to do because we don't need a $1,200 console. I can't speak for everybody. I'm speaking for a lot of casual gamers, a lot of consumers, people out there, even hardcore gamers. We don't need a $1,200 console. I get it's gonna be able to play Steam. We don't need a $1,200 console. I don't need y'all to compete with PC. You have people out there that builds PCs. I'm a console guy. I have a PC as well, but I'm a console guy. And if this is a console, I need it to be priced as such. I'm not saying it's got to be $500 or nothing like that, but I don't need a $1,200 console. So they need to figure out. Because like I said, that's really going to deter a lot of people. Granted, it's not PlayStation, because granted, the same thing with PlayStation. The PS6, I've been telling people the PS6 probably gonna be $1,200. But people, I'm still go, man, I'm gonna see. That's y'all problem. Y'all let them dictate y'all price and y'all just go with it. They put it out there, you go. We don't need that. These are consoles. They're supposed to be the most affordable. They're supposed to be the affordable option or affordable entry into gaming. With you doing this or making it that over $1,000, you're pricing out a lot of your market. You already have people complaining about people still on PS4. And granted, when the PlayStation 5 first came out, it wasn't, it was $500, $600, whatever the case may be, a little bit more affordable. But the fact that the price is at now, the PS5 Pro is what, $900?
Yeah,
so this next PS6 is gonna be over $1,000. That's what I'm saying, man. We have to. We got to stand up for something. We don't need $1,000. I don't think we need $1,000 consoles.
We don't.
I don't need my console. I don't need my console to be a PC. If I want to build a PC, I have that option. You have the option of doing so. Allow people to do that. Make your consoles affordable so that you can have people jump in and come out with good software like you've been doing to get people to make up some of that budget or whatever the case may be. But I digress. I'm out.
For sure. All right, Sinister, what do you guys say?
I mean, it's cool that they're back, competing again with the exclusives with the Fallout. No, granted, they're good, but the Fallout games, they're not my cup of tea. So, things like that. But I'm glad with this reset, like, hey, to do things to compete again, because that's what we need, because the exclusives, like, that's the reason why people will buy your consoles. But if you put your exclusives on other platforms, like, what's the reason to buy an Xbox, or buy your product, period, because if you put your best games on other platforms, like, you're gonna be out of business. Like, what are you doing? But now that I know, and of course, you had to make this sacrifice. People had to lose their jobs and everything just to reset everything. But I mean, surely down the line, everything will make up for it. It's like, I'm looking forward to some of these games that are coming out. Clockwork Revolution. I'm looking forward to that. Next year. I mean, speaking of that, like some of the games that are coming out next year. I mean, originally some of them was supposed to come out later this year, but with GTA 6 being in the way, they push it back to next year to avoid competing against it. So,
True.
With the new Fable and all that, it's like, and Clockwork, coming out next year, it's like I'm glad that, they pushed it back to next year. So they'll probably give him time to work out all the kinks and all this stuff. But other than that, so I'm gonna be brief about it. But I'm just glad that this things like this will work out. So I hope everything works out with them. With these games being released, and hopefully they sell well. And hopefully if it sells well, we get some new IPs out of this. And probably sooner or later, we'll probably bring back another old one. They can get the reboot treatment. So that's pretty much all I gotta say about it. So yeah, but unfortunately, I gotta roll out real quick. So I just want to say this real quick to you fellas. So
all right, go ahead and give your outros real fast, Sinister.
All right, everyone, this is your boy Sinister. So you can find me on my social media. It's on Instagram, Sinister1019. On X/Twitter, it's Conshu19. And my YouTube channel is Sinister Tar Heel. So all the other ones are on there. So but peace out, y'all. And it's also cool meeting you, Hokage.
You too, Senator. Nice to meet you, man. I'll make sure to try to follow you on everything as well, man. Appreciate you.
All right.
Appreciate you.
All right, no problem.
Have a good night, Sinister.
All right, you too, y'all.
All right.
All right. So, K Mega, speak your piece on what you guys think. But I look on your face and I can see it's just written all on your face right now. You got something to say. So go ahead.
I got bushes to cut, sucker. No, I'm playing. No, I mean I do have that to do, but anyway. No, but honestly, all jokes aside, I've said this the other week when we were talking about Xbox, and I just feel like this is a critical moment for Xbox. This is a critical moment for them. So the sad part about it is that, like, at this point, we're not going to get another South of Midnight. We're not going to get the Hellblade 2s. We're not going to get creative freedom right now. And I don't think that we need to have it at that point, because it was just like what Husky said. We didn't buy them. I bought them. You bought them. Others bought. I bought those games. But hell, like, I mean, there was people that was just like, what I'm saying, listen, and I love Game Pass. You know how much I rave for Game Pass. I think that is still the entry level for people who can't afford to be buying these games at full stock. Like, you need Game Pass for that reason. But like, hell, people weren't even buying the upgrade editions. Like, I mean, like, what I'm saying? Like, you couldn't even put in $20 for $30. Like, I mean, there was an upgrade edition for the Ninja Gaiden 4 for $20 to sit there and to get the DLC. Like, what I'm saying? But that's the main factor. It's like, we got to start supporting these games. And we can't just start talk like the other people do about like, what I'm saying, like, and care more about like the console sales. We need to just care about the games themselves, because if we take care of the games, then the console will take care of itself. The management, and listen, you know how much I got love for Phil and stuff like that. But I also told you too I don't know if Husky even heard me say this, is that like Phil had too much. What Phil's problem was, he had too much faith into other people. The trust that he had into them, and they mismanaged shit, and they did feel bad for that, and that made Phil look bad, because when you look and see how this mismanagement of having 15 people to work and to sign off on a game is absolutely asinine. That makes no sense. So to clean this up, to get this right, this is very critical, and exclusives are very important. And so, like, I know that there was some kind of reporting that the gaming media was trying to say that Mad Booty, pause, I guess you want me to say, since you didn't want to say his name.
No. Like I said, y'all can say it. I just don't say it.
So Mad Booty was kind of where they were trying to iterate and say, like, Mad Booty was talking about, well, it's not a guarantee that we'll do exclusives. And when and I got the piece where he said we will start having exclusive, just not all games are going to be exclusive. We knew that part, but it's very vital. And like you said, Fable has to hit. in order for it to get a sequel, and then people will want it and make that shit exclusive. The Fallouts, I love the Fallout games myself. I'm very excited for Clockwork Revolution, but they are all kind of the same kind of genre of games. They need to start getting something else. Like, I mean, the new Halo has got to really hit. I'm standing on business with Pierre because it seems like that they got a problem with Black authority and people being held accountable. The one thing that since Pierre has taken over, there's not been a Halo game that has not played well. Every Halo game has played fantastic, and it came on point. Like, he first jumped in on the scene with Master Chief Collection. We seen how phenomenal that came out once he took over after the first initial, when it was broken like shit. It was, you know what I'm saying? Like, and people were saying, well, that's too big of a feat. Pierre came in there, started working with everybody, and got that game to be the classic that it is today, and probably one of the best collections we've ever seen in gaming. So I think that, like, again, you gotta have, if you know, I think that, like, you know what I'm saying, listen, I don't know the ins and outs of how difficult he may have been, maybe a difficult taskmaster, but I think everybody here has worked with people, bosses who that were hard nosed and hard ass, and then afterwards you found out that they got cool with you when they could believe and trust that you was going to do the job. It sounded like Pierre had people that was over here giving a fuck about something else more than doing their job, and you got to have those type of people in order to get things done right. So again, like, Xbox has got to, you know what I'm saying, it's a critical moment, and they got to come out with the games, and they got to come out with hits. They got to come out with the big bangers. They can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, I love South of Midnight, but it's not the time for South of Midnight. It's not the time for that. Like, and I mean, and for the studios that got let go, and I love Ninja Theory. God damn, I'm going to miss Ninja Theory in the sense of not being under Xbox's umbrella, but I'm still going to support whatever they do. But like, for the studio that's making Undead Labs, that's atrocious to have a game. That is like, come on, man. Like, there's been 8 years, and that game should have already been out by now. So again, I'm not mad about them being discarded, being independent. Huh? What'd you say?
And State of Decay 3, they released it in early access.
Right, like, they should have done that. Like, I mean, there should have been things, like, it shouldn't take that long to be making games. It just shouldn't, and especially as much money you pouring into it. So anyway, it's just a critical time. Xbox has got to come with it, and I do agree 100%. Like, with the $1,200 console. Now, I'm foolish enough to still get it, but the only way that I can see the console being that price is that it's on the equivalent of my PC and has to have a 4080, 4090. You know what I mean? Or in this sense, like, you know what I'm saying, the equivalent of a 5070 or a 5080. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm like, oh, okay, that's a powerful ass console. Now you're talking my language. I think that might be worth the price. But if it's going to be less than that, like if we're talking about a 4060, 4070, and you're asking for 12, nah, son, you got to think about other things, and hopefully maybe they'll, because the consoles, I'm sorry, Husky, will be 900 plus. That's just a fact. What we're seeing with what we've seen with PlayStation now, and what Xbox is doing with the shortages and all that, it's inevitable. But hopefully Xbox can be smart and have third parties work on versions of Xboxes to where they can be cheaper. That's the only way that I can see the way out for it to be affordable, because if not, they are going to price out a lot of people, and there's going to be a lot of people on older Xbox and older PlayStations. This is reality. So
yeah, that's facts. That's facts. Only thing I can really say about this whole deal, though, like, if I had to compare, I have to compare to Sean Layden, because she want more franchises, but she's not scared to take risks on smaller games as well. But the thing about it with her is she wants more, like, of the bigger franchises out there. Like, one of the biggest games that I wish that ID Software would work on right now, and one of my favorite franchises is Rage. You know what I'm saying? And because I liked the original one that was on the 360 and PS3, and I liked the second one. I just wish they would go back to it for Rage 3. And, you know, I say let ID Software work on the gameplay and all the animations, but let Obsidian Games work on the story portion of it to build the script up properly. You did. That's what I want from my side. I want another Rage game, because we know that they're going to work on the Fallouts, the Elden Ring. They're going to work on the Dooms, the Quakes, and stuff like that, but also expand on and do Rage and do some other things. Not only that,
Yeah.
if Bethesda do something proper, one of the games they should bring back, in my opinion, it was a phenomenal game and it slept on. It's like a hidden gem. Either do a remake or a sequel. It's Wet. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be
That
dope. Yeah.
that would be fire because you don't want to just make first person shooters all day. You want to expand and make like hack and slash, make RPGs, make all these other different games. You feel me? You don't want to just keep making shooters because we don't want to look at Xbox as the shooter box because it's been named that plenty of times. You want to diversify, continue to diversify your lineup and make more of your games exclusive because you know that stigma how it was with Xbox One where they kept saying Xbox ain't got no games. Well, it's the complete opposite this generation and so on. Xbox has the exclusives. Right now, PlayStation ain't got no exclusives like that. Only games that's coming out this year is Wolverine, and that's a first party title. And you got Marvel Token, that's a second party title. So it's not a first party title. But before we end this podcast, let me just say this. It's an exciting situation because and it's very interesting because Xbox is, we had a lot of bad news from between Xbox and PlayStation in recent weeks, but you can see that Xbox is trying to turn the tide and make it better, and Sony just continue going down this slope. It just continuously going down, and Nintendo just like right there, just right there, and PC you already know where it's at. But it's an interesting time as a gamer, and it's an exciting time as a gamer because I feel like competition is in the midst of it all, and I'm glad that we see more competition. That'll just say that Sony can get off their high horse and start creating better games. And we knew Microsoft was going to create better games, and Nintendo they out of the picture because they playing it extremely safe. They play it too safe all the time. It's already repetitive as it is now. But with that being said, though, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, man. I know everybody else got stuff to do. To let everybody know, we do have the Gamer Section Indie Game Showcase Extended coming out very, very soon. We still talking to the developers and trying to put together a good showcase for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Not only that, we got Community Night coming back. We're trying to push it for Tuesday. We're going to play some more Remnant 2. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to do it right this time. You know what I'm saying? Because last time, it's a long story about what happened last time. I ain't going to say what happened. But this time it's going to be lit. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be just me, K Mega, and Sinister. We're going to have the homie Andrew Tucker World, aka Silent. He's going to be in the midst of it playing with us too. You know what I'm saying? Because that dude right there, y'all thought I'd be saying some crazy off the wall stuff. That man be on 100 when he says some off the wall stuff. You feel me? But anywho, though, man, shout out to the Husky Hukage, man, being a special guest of the Gamer Section podcast, man. I appreciate you having me on. You know what I'm saying? I know you have a busy schedule at hand. You know what I'm saying? You had to do what you had to do, but appreciate you being on here. You heard me? So with that being said, go ahead and give your outro for where they can find you at and everything.
Yes. First off, man, thank y'all for having me on, man. I really appreciate y'all. Shout out to Kano, man. Appreciate you for inviting me and for the opportunity. Shout out to my mentor, my guy, my brother, K Mega 405, man. I appreciate him. You know what I'm saying? That's my guy. But I'm the Husky Hokage. You can find me everywhere at the Husky Hokage, man. I'm on everything: TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, X, or whatever, man. Make sure y'all follow me. Like I said, I'm a gaming content creator, gaming discussionist, as I like to say. So definitely follow me for stuff, man. I have some. I don't really say I have hot takes, but I have some good topics. Definitely go check out my TikTok and Instagram, man. I usually post on there, daily, and other stuff like that. I also have a podcast, Victory Road, a gaming podcast, Victory Road AGP on everything. Me and my cousin, we do, we talk, we have certain discussion things, and then sometimes we have guests on and do interviews, things of that nature. Also, like I said, check me out over there on TikTok. I have my lives where we have, I have a couple of prompts and stuff. We sit up there and we talk and discuss different topics, things like that as well, man. So once again, man, appreciate Kano, and shout out to my guy K Mega for having me on, man. I really appreciate y'all.
For sure. Oh yeah, another thing I forgot to let everybody know: the first 5 episodes of the Gamer Section podcast is now on Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere else now. So we're gonna put the next episodes up there very soon. So y'all definitely stay tuned for that, man. We literally in the city, you know what I'm talking about? And last but not least, man, K Mega 405 Mr. Alive. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and give your outros where they can find you at.
Yeah, no, it's a pleasure to sit there and to do work with Husky. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him, man. You know what I'm saying? It is time. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Again, always a pleasure to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like like I said, I was reluctant about coming back and joining somebody, but I think that, you know what I'm saying, I made the right choice, you know what I'm saying, to do it. But very happy to do this. And yeah, no, just have a good time, man. You catch me on me. I'll get out there. I'll do some rants. I'm random. I'll pop up on your ass like I did Friday night after coming seeing the Odyssey at like 10 o'clock. Yeah, the Odyssey is amazing. Have you seen it yet?
I gotta go
Nah.
see it. I'm gonna try to go this week, man. I'm gonna see it.
Bro.
I've been
Hey,
the timeline, my timeline on Twitter has been filled with people talking about the Odyssey and then people
Yeah.
talking about Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So I'm like,
yeah.
bruh, I might have to go back.
Yeah,
Might have
I
to
gotta,
go
I
back.
gotta go watch it. I gotta go watch it too.
I gotta go
You
see
got to
the movie,
watch
and
it.
I might have
And
to run
yeah,
back play
if
the
you ain't
game.
played Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, do it. Like, bruh, like it was fascinating. It was an amazing movie. I didn't know what to expect because I've never seen the other Odysseys from like the 50s or the remake in the 90s. And I think they did one in the early 2000s. But I listen, tough. But anyway, yeah, thank you guys. You can check me out on my channel, KMega45. Check me out on Twitter at KMega4. I'm on TikTok as well, and also on Twitch. Come and check me out, man. Yeah, thanks again. Everybody have a good, blessed Sunday.
Yeah, man. So with that being said, we gotta go get back to work on these reviews because we gotta give y'all that quality content. And not only that, man, that documentary that's being worked on right now, man, it's about to be Liddy in the city. You hear me? So at the end of the day, man, y'all definitely stay tuned, man. The gamer section, we up. You know what I'm saying? And we got a lot in store. You know what I'm saying? Y'all definitely go check out, you know what I'm saying, the Husky Hokage on all the social medias, man. He lit over there where you at. You know, it's a Liddy in the city over there. You know what I'm saying? So
Appreciate
we'll be
it.
back next week with another episode of the Gamer Section Podcast. Community night is Tuesday. You know what I'm talking about? I might do some streaming tonight myself on Twitch, man. You know what I'm saying? I might be playing some NBA to run because I know people over there be tweaking against me when I'm picking Victor Wembanyama, you know, Giannis, and I got the Joker, you know what I'm saying, against other people. They be crying in the river.
Messy. Yeah. Messy.
Yeah.
Oh, also there will be fight night tonight. I will be playing Dragon Ball Z Sparking Zero. So I'll
Oh
be
yeah,
playing
yeah,
it.
yeah. Oh yeah, man,
Yeah.
I gotta install that, man. Thank you for reminding me about that. I gotta install that.
Yeah.
Man.
So
But yeah, man, y'all check us out, man. Until next time, and we'll be back next week, man. So with that being said, peace.
peace.